Welcome, I'm Nid, I'm a karma guide, and each month I explore with my Embody Life community the energies of the collective and astrology through a word or couple of words. And this month we're going to be exploring the theme of desire through my various practices that I share and more detail in the community. And in this video I'm going to focus on how desire works with the law of attraction. So most of you will probably have come across desire and law of attraction in the sense of desire drives what you want to create. And when you know that's something you desire, then you use the energy to create the momentum and manifest this thing, right? Because you put all the energy into it and the universe goes, yes, you've got so much passion and energy, here you go, have it. But then maybe you get it and you go, but why did it come with like my marriage falling apart? That's because there is a fine-tuning in law of attraction, which is, are we desiring something from the heart and the soul, or are we desiring it from our ego and our fears? If we're desiring it from our ego and our fears, then there's often a price to be paid, a not so pleasant lesson to be learned, however things turned out. There's like a price to be paid thing going on. And that's because when we are putting all that energy into creating something, 90% comes from that subconscious, what's underneath, those deep beliefs, those deep inner child wounds, those core limiting beliefs and wounds that we hold that drag us down and maybe put in energy that we don't need to have. So step number one, does your desire come from your heart or from your mind? If it's coming from your mind, then we're going to need to explore what's going on in the mind. Is it coming from one of those inner child? Is it coming from one of those areas where you need to forgive something? Is it coming from some limiting belief? Whatever that is in the mind, we're going to need to become aware of it, and then we're going to need to work with that. So how do we become aware of it? Well, we could do meditation and we could become aware of and notice our thoughts. We could do yoga Nidra, which will also do something similar at a subconscious level and start to help bring those things up in a more natural, gentle way. But meditation does the same thing, but may be more direct. You could do it through breath work and allowing things to move through you, or through something like my Purity Body Release, where you get to roll out and move it, and then it allows things to come up and be seen. You could go for counseling and do years of therapy and talk about all of these things and get to know what's going on. There's so many amazing modalities out there that help you become aware of this and what the chatter is inside. You're going to want to clear and release all of that, whether that clearing and releasing is going to happen through those therapeutic approaches that you take, whether you have to do a massive forgiveness project and then move into a place of into loving kindness and acceptance. There are lots of practices that are going to help you to purge and clear what is in the mind, but ultimately we need to retrain the mind, but also the desire of all of these mind thoughts is going to have affected your nervous system. So you need to make sure that whatever it is that you're doing to know the thoughts moves into the nervous system and changes your physiological state. Because our physiological state will still keep creating deep in the subconscious whatever those old wounds are. So we want to be making sure that we're transforming both thoughts and physiology at the same time. And that's going to include the words that you say in your head, and your posture, and how you move, and how you want to really physically express yourself and hold your space, or be like really tender and cozy, whatever it is. Your physical expression, which we do through our movement practices, your breathing state, and how that changes the nervous system and can help to come into a balanced state physiologically with the biochemistry, and then awareness of our thoughts and how we can transform the words and the language that we use. Maybe trying to talk inside your head like you're talking to someone you really love, your best friend, your child, your pet. Whatever it is that you love so much that you would never say harsh words to, and speaking to yourself that way and being that loving presence with yourself. that's going to begin to transform those subconscious thoughts so that there's a lot more energy moving towards what you want that comes from the heart. So then we're creating from the desire of the heartful place with a clear physiology, clear words that are about bringing more wonder, abundant, beautiful, awe-inspiring experiences into your life and into the life of other people. So that is why it's so important that we do this clearing and healing work as part of our law of attraction approach to fulfilling our desires. And in that process, what happens is that we're having so much fun changing our thoughts, changing our physiological state and everything, that we kind of are just enjoying the process, and we're becoming more present and more accepting of where we are right now. And we kind of forget a little bit about the desire and maybe a lack of that desire because we're in a good state right now. And what that does is help us let go of what we desire so that the universe works out how to give us and serve us the opportunities to create what we want. And then they can come to us. Those experiences that we want to create can easily move towards us because we're not seeing that there's a distance between now and where I want to go. We're just in a really good state. We've cleared it, we've got good momentum, and we kind of have an awareness of what we desire still, but without that desired thing, we're still really in a good place. And we're still really enjoying ourselves. And then things manifest, and there isn't that negative thing because, well, basically, you've cleared all of that. You know, there'll always be a little bit, but you're in a balanced place that any offiness that maybe manifests with what you've asked for, you delight in it because you just see it as the next level of that subconscious clearing and purifying that you're going to do in your journey. And it becomes a dance in the path of life where you are enjoying these nuances of the joyful journeys and paths that you're navigating and experiencing. So I hope that you found that helpful. I'd love to hear your feedback on how you find using law of attraction and getting a little bit more fun and playful with what you might desire. If you're interested in more of the support tools that go with these videos, then please do check out my website, nidra.com, and check out the Embody Life community where you can access these resources each month with everybody else and join in our free monthly call. I hope to see you there. Lots of love.